When you're assigned to a project, do you find it difficult to visualize the future state or to get stakeholders to articulate the requirements? If so, you need to be performing a gap analysis. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. White, the founder of the Business Analysis Doctor, and today I'm going to be discussing how to perform a gap analysis. But before we get started, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to the page and like the video if you find it helpful. A gap analysis is a fundamental part of any business analysis activities. It almost serves as a roadmap to requirement solicitation activities. So let's talk more about what a gap analysis is. So what is a gap analysis? A gap analysis is really an analysis of the current state, the definition of the future state, and the steps and activities that need to happen in order to transition from the current state to the future state. It can help scope out the areas where new requirements and capabilities will need to be implemented. The output for the gap analysis is usually a change strategy, which will generally serve as an outline for the requirements for the initiative. Now let's talk about the steps to perform a gap analysis. Step one is to define the problem that you're trying to solve or the opportunity that you're trying to take advantage of. Step two is to define your business goals, objectives, and outcomes. These are your business requirements. Now, the business requirements should come from the stakeholder. However, from a business analyst perspective, we want to facilitate the process and make sure that they're clearly articulated and that the objectives are measurable, and also that there's a shared understanding of these business requirements. Step three is to analyze the current state or the current situation. And this can be done in a number of different ways. So you generally want to start by preparing yourself by doing some type of document analysis by reviewing procedures, organization charts, process maps, anything that's going to give you some additional context for when you start to shadow the business. Then perform some type of shadowing or observation activities for all of the key areas that are involved in this initiative. Once that's completed, be sure to model or describe the process, focusing on the areas that's related to the particular initiative. Step number four, define the ideal future state. Now, this should be determined by the key stakeholders. However, the business analyst should be facilitating and guiding them through the discovery process. A lot of the times, stakeholders will find it challenging to articulate the future state because they often have limited beliefs based on current constraints on technology, skill set, or resources. So you'll need to be able to encourage the stakeholders to define the ideal future state as if there were no limitation on technology or resources. If the stakeholders are having challenges defining the future state, a more formal approach such as a value stream map may be necessary to get you through that process. Now, if the project is driven by a problem that's not fully known or understood, a formal root cause analysis may be warranted, such as a fishbone diagram or the 5 whys method. Also, it's important to document the current state and the future state with the same process. That way, you can simplify the comparison of the two. Step number 5, identify the gap. So this is where you're going to actually identify the capabilities and functions in the desired future state that don't exist in the current state. This should form a list of gap items. Now, once you have the list, you want to classify the items by categories such as resources, organizational structure, functions, and technology. Now, after categorizing them, group them all based on their category. The items that fall under resources and organizational structure will outline your transition requirements, while the items that fall under technology and functions will outline your stakeholder requirements or your user stories. Now you're going to use this list to form your change strategy, which is a comprehensive list of key activities and events that need to happen to transition from the current state to the future state. Once your change strategy is refined and analyzed, It's going to serve as an input to other business analysis deliverables, such as your business case, your BRD, your stakeholder requirements, or your user stories. Now, in addition to the techniques and tools mentioned previously, some other techniques that might assist with performing a gap analysis might include a SWOT analysis, the McKinsey 7S, a business capability analysis, a brainstorming session, or a risk analysis. Well, there you have it, folks. Those are the 5 steps to performing a gap analysis in business analysis. I hope you can use this information on your next project so that your business analysis activities can be a little bit healthier. For more learning opportunities, be sure to visit the website at thebadoc.com. That's thebadoc.com. I hope you have a productive and prosperous week, and I wish you all the best. Until next time, bye now.